Hello everybody, Interi back again with another video. Oh boy, my tennis friends all around the world. Australian Open is just around the corner. I can feel it, I can smell it, and I just can't wait for the first year's Grand Slam event to be started on the 8th of February. But before the Australian Open starts, we're gonna be treated with a team event. And me personally, I'm not a big fan of team events, to be quite honest. Davis Cup, Laver Cup, and now we have the third team event in the tennis world that is called ATP Cup, where 12 nations will be spread out in 4 different groups: Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group D. But one of you asked me, please Inter, do a preview about ATP Cup. And I said to myself, a big human lover that I am, why not? Why not? I'm going to start working about 4 to 5 hours from now. I have some time free here. And I said to myself, let's do an ATP Cup preview. Let's do it, for God's sakes, why not? And here it comes, guys. To be quite honest, team events are not my biggest strengths, because in my opinion, tennis is an individual sport. It is not a team sport. But I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to try to do preview which nations from these 4 groups I believe will go through, which nations will face off in the semifinals and in the finals, and in the end, which nation will be last man or last man's standings. Let's get into this video without any further ado. On the Group A, guys, we have, I call it the dead group, basically, because we have pretty strong nations there. It is a group, in my opinion, because I guess that you guys know how the rules are. 4 nations, and the best nation from all these groups goes through, and then we have the semifinals. So the number 1 nation from all these 4 groups progresses. And the Group A, guys, where the Serbia is, Canada and Germany, more or less all of these 3 nations can win this group. It is not, this for me, in this group, was not an easy decision who of these 3 groups will progress and will come through. We know that the first ever ATP Cup that was held last year, the winner from last year is Serbia. I remember last year Novak Djokovic, he was impeccable, man. He won all his matches, both singles and doubles. Novak and RBA, Roberto Bautista Agut, was the only 2 players who actually won all of their matches last year. So really impressive performances from both Novak and RBA last year. But the thing is with and Dusan Lajovic also was really good last year as well, I remember. Dusan Lajovic, is he as good this time around? I'm quite doubtful about that. I remember Dusan Lajovic, he was really good last year, man. I don't think he lost many matches. If I can remember correctly, maybe I'm wrong, correct me here, because it is 1 year ago. I don't think he lost more than 1 match, if I'm not mistaken, Dusan Lajovic. And it was against RBA in that final match between Serbia and Spain last year. So Dusan Lajovic was really good last year. And in my opinion, he isn't that quite as impressive this time around, Dusan Lajovic, like he was 12 months ago. So Serbia will not have an easy time to coming through from this dead group. Then we have Germany with Alexander Sasha Zverev as the highest ranked player there. And he has Struff as his partner. Struff, we know that he is a big server, big forehand, but he doesn't have the greatest backhand, doesn't have the greatest returns, he isn't the greatest mover. So Struff will have really big troubles winning his matches. And who says that Alexander Sasha Zverev will have easy time winning his? We don't know how his second serve will be in this 2021 season. Because we all know that Sasha's serve has been troubling him the last 24 months or so. And then we have Canada with Milos Raonic, who has always that big serve and big forehand. And Denis Shapovalov. Denis Shapovalov, you never know where you have this dude. You really don't. Is it some player? Is it some dude you can call hit or miss player? It is definitely Denis Shapovalov. When he plays good, he's really outstanding. But when he plays bad, he's the biggest Santa Claus we have in the ATP Tour. So, to preview Denis Shapovalov is like previewing or predicting the Swedish weather. You never know what you will get. So, after thinking about this Group A, which of these three nations will top this group and go to that semi-final, I have made my mind. I still believe it will be Serbia. I don't know, I just feel that Novak Djokovic is the world number one for a reason. And Dusan Lajovic, I know that I am myself from Balkan, guys. I'm Albanian. When we play team events, when we play, because it is a different play alone, and it is different when you play in a team. So Dusan, he will grow up to the occasion, I believe. He will raise to occasion. And even though that he maybe has not looked superior last 8 or 10 months, Dusan Lajovic, he has not done spectacular things, he will grow up to this occasion when he will be in this ATP Cup. And he will be dangerous, Dusan. Because Djokovic, he will be super dangerous. He doesn't need any presentation who Djokovic is. We all know what he has done. So I have a feeling that the defending champions from last year, Serbia, they will top this group and they will progress to the semi-final. We go to the Group B. The Group B, this is what for me was an easy decision. In the Group B we have Spain, Greece and Australia. Australia, the country where this event is being hosting. Guys, Spain with Rafa Nadal, the world number 2, the most consistent tennis player of all time, at least in my opinion. You don't need to agree. In my opinion, Rafa Nadal is the most consistent tennis player that I have ever seen. That's why he just a couple of weeks ago entered as the most consistent player in the top 10 with 800 weeks. I'm saying right this time, because last time I said just 18, just a completely wrong number. I mean, Rafa has been consecutive 800 weeks in the top 10. That is a world record, guys. Nobody has ever achieved that. He is number one of that. Not even Djokovic, not even Federer has done it consecutive 800 weeks like Rafa did, and he has done that, Rafa Nadal. So that means he's so consistent, Rafa Nadal. And Rafa Nadal, we all know how many Davis Cups he has won. He has won a bunch of Davis Cups, and that is not a coincidence. Rafa Nadal, when he plays, in Rafa's world, it doesn't matter if he plays team events, if he plays alone events. For him, it is only one way, and it is just to execute, beat. He is in Australia to compete. He will be super dangerous, both in ATP Cup and in Australia. He will not be easy to take. We just saw what he did to Dominic Thiem in that exhibition match, even though I don't give that too much of a weight on exhibition matches, to be quite honest. But that is a sign, at least to me, that he is in the right direction. Rafa Nadal will not be easy to beat. I don't think he lost many matches last year in the ATP Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I think he lost only one. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. And it was against Novak Djokovic in that final. So Rafa Nadal will hold his Spain on his shoulders, and he has RBA. RBA is super dangerous. What is RBA's best surface? Even though he is Spaniard, it is hard court. It is not clay. It is not grass. It is hard court. And They have Greece. What does Greece have? They have Stefanos Tsitsipas. Yeah, top 10 player in the world, absolutely. But who does Stefanos Tsitsipas has on his side as help as the second player on this team event? I don't even know his name, and that doesn't mean he is nobody. Nobody has ever heard about him. I think he's ranked in the 400 something. The dude that is on Stefanos' side on his team. So Greece will not have a chance here. Then we have Australia with both Diminaur is a decent player who's already has won a title back in Turkey, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and John Millman. John Millman, he's a decent player. He's a baseline player. He's a grinder. He will try to grind down his opponents, but he will not grind down Rafa Nadal or RBA if they face each other. Millman will maybe do some noise against Greece. For sure he will do that against that other dude in the Greece team. Not maybe against Stefanos Tsitsipas. But I just see both Millman and Diminaur. They have similar tennis styles. They both are grinders. They are underpowered. They lack power. They will not have a chance against Spain, Australia, and not Greece either. Spain will top this group. I'm pretty confident on this prediction in the Group B. I'm not super confident on the Group A. I'm solid confident on Group A, but not super confident. On Group B, I'm super confident. Spain will top this group. Then we go to the Group C. Austria, we have Austria there with Dominic Thiem as the highest ranked player there, and he has Denis Novak on his side, who has not done much in his career, Denis Novak, but he's at least a solid top 50 player, Denis Novak. And then we have Italy with Berrettini as the highest ranked player. And then we have Gael Monfils and his friends. Gael Monfils with being the highest ranked player. But Gael Monfils, he's like Denis Shapovalov. You never know who well Gael Monfils is, which kind of a side of his bed he has been woken up, which kind of presence he will give us. We don't know well what kind of performance Gael Monfils will show and will produce and will deliver. Gael Monfils is like Denis Shapovalov. They are the biggest Santa Claus we have on the ATP Tour. So when they are redlining, they are really, really super dangerous. But when they are not redlining, they are ugly to watch. I have to be honest. Guys, my opinions. You know my thoughts. You know how this channel works. It is always about being honest. It is not about lying here. Lying, tennis YouTubers who lies, I give that job to others, not to me. So, Gael Monfils, I don't know what I have it. So this Group C between Italy, Austria, and France, it can go, I don't know who will top this group. It can go either way. Thiem, of course, he's the highest ranked of all these players in this Group C. So he should do some noise. He is the most consistent player in this Group C. So he should win his matches, at least when he faces Berrettini and when he faces Monfils or the other. So I think that in this Group C, I have a feeling that Austria will top this group. That is my feeling. Maybe I'm going wrong. Maybe Italy group tops it. Maybe France tops it. But I just think that the most consistent player in this group, it is Dominic Thiem in this Group C. And that will be, in the end, what will decide who will win this group. That is my feeling. Then, of course, we have double matches here as well. So double matches, it is really impossible for me to predict because I almost never watch double tennis. I will be honest to you guys. So, but I have a feeling that I have a feeling, guys, that Dominic Thiem is the highest ranked player in this Group C, and that will be a deal breaker in the end, and that will make the big difference. I think Austria advances from Group C. And then we have the Group D. where Russia is, Argentina and Japan. Was easy decision for me, exactly like it was with Group B. Russia is Russia has the highest ranked players here, guys. Of all the team events here, they have Daniil Medvedev, who is world number 4, and they have Andrei Rublev, who is world number 8, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So Japan is here with Nishikori, but Nishikori has been out of the game for so long time with injury, and they have Nishioka. Nishioka is outpowered. He lacks power. Nishikori, I don't know how his level will be after being out of the competition for so long time. I'm not counting with Japan. Then we have Argentina with Diego Schwartzman. Diego Schwartzman is a clay courter. He doesn't do big damage on fast surfaces because he is a baseline grinder. He doesn't have that serve. He has the weakest serve of all the players in this ATP Cup. So I'm not counting with Argentina. I'm not counting with Japan. Russia will top this group. I'm super confident about my prediction in this Group D. So we come to the semifinals. I believe we will have a semifinal with Serbia and Russia. And we will have the other semifinal will be between Austria and Spain. I think Serbia, the defending champion of last year, I don't think they will win their semifinal battle against Russia. I just think that Medvedev and Rublev will be too much for Djokovic and Dusan Lajovic, especially Dusan Lajovic. Djokovic, yeah, he can beat Medvedev absolutely, but Dusan will have hard times against Rublev, I believe. That is just my feeling. And then we have Spain against Austria. I just think that Spain is the greatest nation in the world, in my opinion, and I think Spain will just take out Austria. That is my feeling. And then we'll have the final between Spain, the last year's runner-up, against Russia. This is my feeling. I think that this will be the final. Spain against Russia. Of course, this can go either way, but I think that Rafa Nadal with RBA, they will be just too tough for Russia. That is my feeling. Yeah, Medvedev and Rublev, of course, can defeat Spain, but Spain, not that they have double specialists as well. Spain probably have the best double team in the world as well. Probably, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that Spain will take out Russia, and Spain just will lift that trophy. The runner-ups from last year will win ATP Cup this year, and they will defeat Russia in the final. That is my prediction. That is my preview. All right, guys. I just can't wait for tennis to start because I've been previewing, I've been predicting tennis matches, tennis tournaments for so long time. I want to see some freaking tennis now. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.